Hello and welcome back to part 3 of this build of the rifle model StuG 4. Last episode, as you may remember, we put the engine together, and while dry fitting it snapped basically into place. So I glued it in place, and I also glued this firewall or whatever it is in place. So the next step will be to put the radiator together and connect a few hoses to the engine. So let's get started. And I'd like to thank my subscribers, current and new ones. It's always appreciated, and it would also be nice if you could please comment, subscribe, like, whatever. So let's see if we can get this one put together. There we go. And then this one goes like that. But we have a few hoses here that we need to connect before we can attach this to the chassis. So let's see what we can do. There we go. I hope you all have been having a fantastic weekend, and that you're enjoying this build series. There are two small indentations here where you need to attach the radiator. This feels like it's gonna be really fiddly. And unfortunately, there is no way of seeing whether or not you managed to get it installed in the correct place. So we just go by feel and hope that it's attached correctly. And then we have this little hose and this little one. And we'll start with this one. Put the double glue there. Now we just need to try to connect these two parts. There we go. That seems to fit fairly well. Just need to remove the paint from the tabs here. Hopefully I'm not too much out of shot here. There we go. Then finally we have this little thing here. There we go, we're finished with that part. So next up we have a few details to put on at the back, and the exhaust and the exhaust covers I will wait a bit with, since I want to paint them and weather them before I put the covers on here. So I'll be back in just a little while. And we're back. Unfortunately it's been a couple of days since I last did the recording, but let's get moving again. I cleaned up some parts for step 12 here, and unfortunately I had a bit of a senior moment, so I actually glued these parts together off cam. But let's get these placed on the model, and then we can move on with the next step, which will be building the brakes. So we have this piece which is part of the towing mechanism. Which will go here. like so. And then we have these two pieces which go here. Like so. And then we have this hatch which I should have put on before the towing hook, I see. This one actually should go on much later in the process, but I decided it's better to put it in now rather than later, because with this part in place I can basically paint the entire chassis, or the lower part of the chassis I should say. Once I put the track guards on, I should be able to paint all of this area, but that will be in a little bit. Next up we have this guy which goes here. And finally we have this little square piece that goes here. Like so. There we go, that's the rear built up. Yep. So next step will be building the two brakes that go on either side of the front, and then we place the brakes and part of the front drive, and with these in place I will also add this, and I'll go back and add a at least the pins for the return rollers, and I will prime everything and then paint it in the Dunkelgelb, and then I will continue with the interior, adding a few levers here and here, and these all need to be painted in the rotbraun color, so I will do that off cam after we finish the brake, because the brake will also need to be painted in the rotbraun color. So once I get past this, then we have the gearbox to build and place into the chassis. So finally we're starting to get somewhere with this one. I'll be back in just a while. Thank you. So I started looking at building the brakes this morning, and actually I've made a slight mistake while doing it, but I managed to pull all the pieces apart, so I'm good to go. And as you can see here, they want you to put this and this piece together with this one without gluing, and then you need to glue this part into this part here, and then when you put this one together with the drum, this part needs to fit in this groove here. And what I found was that it was easier for me to first glue this part into this groove here and then attach it to this part, rather than building it like it is here, because you have no way of knowing what exact angle to put this piece in. What I did was I accidentally took part Q12 instead of Q11. So, and these are handed, so it's really important that you get the correct piece, because this part here, it has to fit with this, it fits right here. So if you take the wrong, like that, so if you take the wrong piece like I did, then this one won't fit here and everything will be crooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these three pieces together, and then I will use the drum that I assembled this morning, and hopefully everything will be good. So this is a bit fiddly, as you have to thread these two pieces between here and between here. So I'll try to do this correctly now. This one goes like this and has to be in between there, like that, and then this one goes between the out two. I almost have it. Close but no cigar. And there we go. So those sit like that up. And then you need this part, and it goes on like, wrong side. It goes on like this. So we'll try to glue this together. There we go. That's this part. Then we have this part. And this one goes like that, if I'm not mistaken. And then this one goes on here. And that one goes on there. Yeah. So we glue this. Like that. And I see I have a little bit of a sprue nib here. Like that. And then this part, which also needs a bit of a cleanup, I see. Goes on like so, and then we take the correct one, and this one goes in between here and this. Needs to sit between these two legs here. So we'll leave a slight gap. And that one goes like that. And then finally we have this piece, which goes into a groove between here and attaches. So we will take this piece off for a moment, take some glue and dab into that groove. Then we take this part and hold it in like that. Then we take this one take this one away because that one was already installed on this one in the correct angle. Since this is the one I used this morning on the wrong side. So we try to slide this one into those two, and it goes into that groove. And we squeeze them together like that. And then we can just glue these together. There we go. And then we need to add two handle looking things here. And one more here. Like that. And finally we have this pipe that goes in. Like that. It's the correct one. So it should fit in there. Try the other pipe and see if that one works. And that one fits better, but it's the incorrect part, so this one should hopefully fit in here. No, I have made yet another mistake, it seems, because this one should go in here then, which it doesn't. So that's not a mistake on my part. Okay, so we see if we can get this one to fit in here somehow. Let's sand this up a little bit. And there we go, it fits. There we go. So that is the right hand side. It will attach here later on. Then we have this guy, which is the other side. I'll just grab all the pieces. And then we start again. of glue, and then we touch this one like so. That one goes on like that. Straighten that one out. Now we take this part. That one goes like that. Now I know what I've done wrong. I put this the wrong way around. No wonder it wouldn't fit. So we take that one off and we put it back on like this instead. And then this one goes in here. And we push these together like that. And finally we're done. So now we can glue these together again. There we go, much better. And then we have this pipe that goes here. on the two small handle looking things. There we go. And this one will eventually fit. And this one will fit like this. And then the brake drum will fit like this. And the other one will of course be here. But all of this needs to be painted in the rot brown along with a couple of other things. So if we look at the manual, this is rot brown, that one is rot brown. These levers are all rot brown. This one is white and I've actually painted it already in creme weiss. These levers need to be in rot brown and so does this one. And these are also rot brown. So I'll go ahead and clean these parts up and prepare them for next episode. And then we're finally on to the gearbox. And yeah, we're on the move. I think that will be it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again for the next episode. Please comment, like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Have a good week and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.